Hi, welcome to another edition with Mark and Melody here at the Home Message, and we're going to talk to you today about something. I have no idea. What are we talking about?
Well, I thought we were going to talk about waffles, but I don't see any in your book here.
Those recipes that we've done. Oh, folks, we've worked on some recipes, and we're going to go to the kitchen here shortly and let you see some of these amazing waffles.
You got a really good pancake recipe.
I do. That is a good pancake recipe.
Yeah, we've been working on waffles.
We have. We really
You
have.
more than me.
Oh, I worked on waffles. You were gone.
Well, what happened? No, wait. What happened was I started doing some waffles for Brenda, so she'd have them in the mornings to take to work, and you know, we just freeze them, and so I did a couple different varieties. I leave town, Melody's here, and I come back, and she's got 5, 10 different types of waffles, just boom, 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 boom.
Savory.
And I'm like, really? I said, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. And I had written down all these different ideas for waffles, saying, well, I'd love to do this and this and this. And we're looking at both of them and said, we got, Melody's like, we got to do a whole show just on waffles. So that's what you're getting today, is actually a program showing you some amazing things that you can do with waffles.
Yes, waffles extravaganza.
And this is just a fraction of it, because we will never get to all of them.
We won't, because we have
programs.
And the ideas that we've come up with, additional waffles we haven't even worked on yet, but we know they're going to work. Yeah. It's like so simple, Mark.
But this is going to open your mind to an amazing reality of easy cooking in the kitchen, and you can just make these waffles ahead of time, freeze them, and
that's what we've done.
Well, let's just go to the segments, and then we'll come back and really talk about what an amazing thing we're doing here. Hey, Mark and Melody here with one of our craziest attempts ever. We are actually going to do some waffles. We're going to show you a whole bunch of different ways to make waffles.
I have a feeling the people out there are saying this is probably the craziest when we've done a lot of crazy.
Well, that's true, that's true. Actually, yeah, this one is a really easy one. We're going to show you the basics on how to make great, fantastic breakfast waffles. And Melody's probably got, what, maybe a 10 or so recipes, and I've got that many too. We're going to put those recipes on our websites and have them available for you, but today we're just going to show you the basics and how easy it really is to make these things. And let me tell you, right here, all I have is equal parts of oats and soy milk.
Okay, and they can use any variety of milk or water, right?
Any liquid.
Any liquid.
Any liquid.
Okay, that's good.
Just have to have equal parts, and you can use any kind of oats too. So,
Quib.
you know, yeah, you can use, except the steel cut. I have not tried it with the steel cut oats.
I probably wouldn't unless I had a Vitamix or did the grains up first.
Now, what I did was I soaked this. I just let it set for a while.
Okay.
Especially if you're making big batches. If you're going to make big batches, you're going to want to do it like this. Small batches, we'll show you how to do that in a little bit.
I was going to say, when I did mine in the Vitamix, Mark, I think I did 4 cups, 4 cups. So I did equal parts, 4 cups of liquid, 4 cups of oats, and it did a blender full.
Oh, okay. We'll have to try that. We'll have to try that. So anyway, equal parts of soy and oats.
And this is, we're just going to do a basic one to start out with?
Yeah, I'm just going to throw some vanilla in there.
Okay.
What do you want to put in here?
Do you need some salt?
Yeah, I actually do put salt. For some reason, the salt really helps every single one of them. And is there almond here?
I do.
We've got so many flavors here, we don't know what to do here. Almond, and you can put fresh almonds in here too if you want.
Now, what about a sweetener? Are you going to use some kind of sweetener in
Yeah, and today I'll just do some honey.
You use a lot of the honey because you like the way it browns, the crispiness you get when you're doing your waffle.
That's exactly what the sugar will do. If you're getting waffles that are turning out white and you know they're not getting that browning, the sugar is going to help that.
Sure.
How about some coconut? You want some coconut in here?
You know me.
So this would be like a coconut almond.
Okay.
And you can put some in now or you can put some in later. So we'll put some in now and maybe put some in later.
And what about some flaxseed? Do you need flax in that at all?
If you want.
Put a little flaxseed.
Isn't this crazy? You can just do anything you want here.
One thing you will not see in here on any of the waffles that Mark and I do today is a leavening.
No.
We don't use a leavening in here at all. We don't use a baking soda or a baking powder for these. And they're absolutely delicious. And how many do we keep frozen at a time, Mark?
Dozens.
Yeah, dozens.
Now I'm only going to fill it up about half full
Okay.
because it's a lot easier on your mixed blenders that way.
All right, I'm going to trade spots
So
with
we'll
you.
let you go ahead and blend that up.
All right.
And it doesn't take long, just a few minutes, not even a few minutes.
That's good, Mark?
Yeah, that easy. Waffle irons. Woo, look at that.
Now, I like this one here where you do 2 at a time.
These are both Waring, one of my favorite brands. And this is a single waffle iron, it just does one. And then this one actually has where you put it in here, then you spin it around and you can do another one at the same time.
Awesome.
So that's the way those are.
Nice.
Now, one thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spray these and just give it a quick spray like this. Now, I know commercially you got to spray them every time because once they start sticking, they stick forever. But these, if you don't want to spray them every time, you can get by with only
Every 2 or 3 times.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then we're just going to put this in here. And what I like to do is kind of get around the outskirts of it.
First.
Just to make sure I've got that coverage. And then I fill in the inside.
Nice. And it's going to expand, believe it or not.
Yeah, and hopefully not completely
bad.
over. And as soon as you put it in, you spin
Flip it over.
And there's a ready light. It will tell you when it's ready. And there's a gauge on the other side so you can make them darker or lighter if you want. But we're going to let this go. In fact, I think I'll do this other one.
Sure.
And
Now, just from what you put in there, Mark, and I think it was about almost 5 cups, it looks like you're going to get about 4 waffles out of that.
we should get quite a few, yeah.
Should we?
Yeah, and I don't care to overfill them.
Right.
I mean, if the edges got a little, you know, they don't need to be perfect. They really don't. All right, I think what we're going to have to do is an awful lot of fast forwarding on this particular segment, aren't we? Yeah.
That's okay, but they're going to get to see what it's done when they come back. So we're probably going to fast forward some things, and when you come back, we're going to show you what we've done.
All right. Well, let's take a look. Woo, boy.
Oh, Mark, those are beautiful.
Ow. There we
Hot
go.
on the hands. Oh, look at that, just gorgeous. Oh, let's do maple syrup. I want to top it off and make it beautiful.
Yep, you can put any toppings you want, but maple syrup, since you're going to do that, I'll put a little almond on it. And have you got some coconut?
Coconut? I do.
So that way we know what it is later on.
You know, I've actually got
Oh,
something
beautiful.
else
There we
for
go.
it.
Beautiful. There we go. Just
Splash
like
it with
that.
some color.
Boom. Almond,
yum.
coconut.
Yum, I want
waffle.
to eat that right now.
So, but what are you doing next? That's what I want to know.
Mark, my favorite candy bar in the whole world when I used to eat candy bars was an Almond Joy.
Okay.
So we're going to make Almond Joy waffles.
Okay.
What do you think
I
about
like that.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do equal parts of liquid to equal parts of the oats, which I'm going to do about 3 cups. Again, if your blender holds 4, do 4, just equal parts.
3 cups, 3 cups, 5 cups, 5 cups, 2 cups, 2 cups.
2 cups, that's right. So you don't have to have a Vitamix, they just are really nice. So I am going to do some almond milk. I'm
So-
sorry, this is soy.
So this, but you can use almond milk or
You can use anything you
water
want.
or pretty much anything.
And I didn't fill up my 3 cups all the way because we've got a little bit of coconut milk here. So because this is an Almond Joy coconut flavor, I want to add a little bit. Okay.
And that's the
You can
yeah,
pour that in, Mark.
That's the potent flavor.
That's the potent flavor.
Okay.
Okay, now I want to give it a little bit of salt. And you know, I don't use a whole lot of salt, but you've got to give it a little bit of flavor.
Almond Joy, you got to give it an almond kick.
And then we're going to put a little, almond flavoring. And I want my flax seed. So I am going to put a little flax seed in there.
there's a lot of little nutritional things you could put in there that we don't even have with us today. But
here's my sugar. So I want to put some dates. I love dates.
And there's a date sugar. Have you seen the date sugar?
I have.
Yeah,
and
that's
you can
really good.
You can use that too.
Date sugar is one of my favorites.
So right now we have almond.
Coconut. No.
So we have some almond juice or extract.
And dates.
And dates, and we have the soy milk, whatever milk you want. We have our oats, equal parts liquid, and we're going to blend, and salt. But they're going to get the recipe out there too.
Blend it up.
I'm going to do that. Now, Mark, mine tends to look a little runny right now, but it has not soaked up the liquid like yours did because you soaked your oats with your milk.
Right.
I put mine in at the same time, so this actually thickens up as it sits.
Okay. Took a little longer to blend, too.
It did take a little bit longer, but let's put some carob
So if you
chips
can soak it overnight, what, you want me to put chips in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't get too crazy, but get crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, a little crazier.
Okay.
Okay, that's crazy enough. I
Okay,
want some
good.
for the top.
Oh, I'm glad I.
And I'll give you a spoon
Okay.
here, because we don't want to mix this part.
Right. This you don't want blended.
No. And this coconut is an unsweetened coconut, so it also is going to take up some of the moisture.
Okay.
Our sugar was in our dates, so that's our good natural sweetener. Do you need more coconut? Does that look good?
Of course. Oh yeah, that looks great.
Okay.
Of course, if you're gonna get to a point where sometimes if this is thickening, you might need to do it with a spoon.
Right.
Which is fine.
Or add a little bit of liquid when you're getting towards the end of it.
I mean, if it's pourable, great, but you know, having to spoon it in because it's too thick is not going to hurt it. I've had that happen before.
Look at those chips.
And just like that,
I'm
put
excited.
it down, give it a spin,
Yes.
and there you go. And by the way, this one I think was running about $50.
Was it really?
And this double one was running about $89.
Wow, that's a good price for it.
Yeah, and if you get the little Best Buy discount things, you can get it.
So you
even
bought this
cheaper.
at Best Buy?
Or Bed Bath & Beyond.
Bed Bath & Beyond, yeah.
One of those places.
No, they always have a coupon out there for at least 15 or 20% off, so that's pretty good.
If you're on their mailing list and things like that. All right, we'll send them the bill in the mail for that
We
too.
will. We
So
will.
we're going to let this go?
We're going to
and-
let this go. We're going to cook them off and come back and show you what they look like when they're done.
Okay.
This is like surprise. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they're beautiful.
Okay.
They really do so good. I just am so amazed at these
Whoa.
recipes. Oh, wow.
Ah, there we go.
They're hot, hot, hot.
This one opened up a little bit.
That's
It
okay.
wanted me to taste it.
It had a little moisture on that end.
That is fabulous. What were you having this morning? Did you want one for yourself?
No, I had my breakfast.
Wow.
I had it.
Oh, that just tastes spectacular.
Oh, let's make it taste even more spectacular. I made up some
Ooh, chocolate
chocolate
sauce.
or carob sauce, whichever you want. And all I did was take coconut milk in the can and some carob or cocoa powder and a little bit of sweetener, whether it be stevia or sweetener of your choice, and some cornstarch. And look there, Mark.
So you've got your chocolate, you've got your almond, and you've got your coconut. Right, coconut.
Got
And that's your
coconut
ingredients in a candy bar.
and an Almond Joy.
Almond Joy candy bar.
Of course, we have to top it off with.
Oh, you know the kids would go absolutely bonkers
Well,
over
the
this.
adults too.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's decadent. And that's a waffle.
Money back guarantee.
Yeah.
If you are not completely satisfied with
Call
this
Mark.
particular recipe, that's what I was gonna. Oh, you just catch me every single time. Don't you?
Exactly.
That's a winner. That is a winner. That
It
one's
is so
going home
good.
with me. You're
Yeah.
definitely not going to get any of that part. So.
All right.
All
Hey,
right.
now what are you doing? You got to kick it up. And,
yes, I will do that. So what we're going to do this time
is drop my fork.
Did we have some? Oh, right here.
Right here? Oh,
pumpkin.
Yes,
I got pumpkin over here.
I moved it.
Yeah, you moved it on me. So we're going to put I just want to do half of that though.
Okay, so can I put it in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we're going to do the 3 cup. Is that what we're doing?
3 cup.
That's
now,
been working pretty good.
If they did 5 cup in a blender, they could use the whole can of pumpkin then
probably. But the problem with pumpkin is
moisture.
Right. If you use too much, it's going to retain that moisture, and you're going to end up with it sticking and falling. You know,
Sure.
I just know it. I just know it. So, all right. So we'll put some salt in there, and I'm going to use a couple different sweeteners for this particular one, because we're looking at.
It's like a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pies are sweet.
Do you have some pumpkin pie spice over there by any chance?
You know, I think I do. Where'd I put it? Ooh.
And maple syrup, of course. And this pumpkin pie spice?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I'll go for it.
Yeah, because we're gonna get our flavor out of the pumpkin pie spice, not the actual pumpkin as much.
We are.
In this particular case.
And then what all you've already got your salt in there.
Sure.
Vanilla, do you put vanilla in that or no?
You can, actually. Do we have vanilla here?
Right there.
There. Our Simply Organic vanilla. Get that non-alcoholic vanilla too.
Yeah.
There's,
yeah, that's good.
I like going down to Mexico and picking that up.
I like it when he goes to Mexico and gets it because he brings me a big bottle back.
Here we go.
And Mark, it takes just a little bit longer right now with the Vitamix because we did not soak the oats. How do you like that?
It was kind of neat though, because when you're watching it,
you could
you'll
start
see
seeing
it
the
kind of
funnel.
stop. Yeah, it just stops, and then it's like, okay, it's done.
It's time to go.
So, okay, I'm going to hand this to you.
Okay.
Right in there.
And
then
I'm going to switch sides with you.
Give this baby a little spray. And we'll see how this works here.
Looks good. The texture, the consistency of it looks good.
Yeah, I'm just going around the outskirts, and I hit that center pretty good.
Now, Mark, what would you use on here for a topping on the pumpkin?
Well, I'm thinking I've got my secret ingredient in the fridge over here. Just some Cool Whip topping. I thought would be.
I wondered about that.
Is that what you were thinking
yes.
too?
Yes. Cool Whip. I'm thinking, what would be better than Cool Whip on a
because that's what's
on a pumpkin pie?
Exactly.
And of course, now you use the coconut.
That's what I've got in there.
Use?
It's hiding in there.
We love that stuff.
I actually had that for a surprise, but
you can't surprise me.
Let the cat out of the bag. Yeah.
I can't surprise you either.
Not very often.
We finish each other's thoughts.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah.
Okay, and we got to spin this around
We're
again.
going to let it go. We're going to cook all these, and then we're going to come back.
Show you what it looks like.
Okay, great.
Whoop, I heard the sound. A little beep, beep, beep. Which way does this go? There we go. Now see, this one's a little smaller.
Okay, that's all right.
You can tell where the outsides, I didn't quite get to the edges on that one.
Hey, let's use that one on the bottom. Give me another one. I like to have 2 on a plate. Okay, give me that one. And then I want to just...
Or you can just stack them.
Yeah, you can. Ooh, nice. Nice.
And then my thought was, let me grab this Cool Whip in here. You got a spoon?
I do have a spoon for you.
Because this stuff is so good.
It is. I like to whip it up. We really don't rehearse this. I mean,
otherwise it's foamy if you don't whip it up.
It is.
And this way it just gives that velvety look.
Nice. Ooh, and you know, this is going to kind of melt because it's still warm.
Yeah, you know what? If we rehearse things, it probably wouldn't even work.
It wouldn't.
No.
It wouldn't.
Okay, boom.
Just a dollop. What about a little bit of cinnamon?
That's. I kid you not. I was actually just going to grab some nutmeg myself.
Nutmeg? Okay.
Just because it just kind of...
Yes.
It doesn't...
Oh,
yeah, it's
look
a
at
little
this. Yum.
Yeah.
I am so going to be taking a bite of this when we're done.
Right there. Boom.
Gorgeous.
And
Good
we'll
job.
get the camera shot. We do these
Good
beauty shots all the
job.
time too. So.
Yeah. Wow, Mark, that is absolutely gorgeous.
Are we doing more? Because
We are
look at
not
all this
done
food.
yet. It doesn't matter. This is an extravaganza, and you and I don't do anything small.
Yeah, and the whole thing is just to show you concepts.
It is.
You can do so many different things once you understand the intelligent concept of making waffles out of oats.
Oh, yeah, we've got things coming up that you just got to wait. Even after this segment, we've got other segments that'll just blow them away with waffles.
Did we actually tell them this was gluten-free?
No, we forgot to tell them that. In case you didn't notice, there was no
Everything.
flour. The only grain we used was gluten-free oats.
Yeah, and the
That's it.
flaxseed. And
Well,
yeah,
flax,
so-
yeah, but we didn't have a grain,
Yeah.
so no flour. So if you have problems with some kind of allergy, this is, look.
I know,
love
it's
it.
spreading
I mean,
right
that
through there.
is
I knew you were
so
going to see that.
yummy.
Amen.
Yes, yummy.
All right, let's see what you got going on next then.
Let's do an apple cinnamon raisin.
Okay.
Okay, so
Let me see what I got here. Apple cinnamon.
cinnamon, I want cinnamon.
Yeah, if you guys are doing this in the back here with your spices like I do with my massive amount of spices and on the sides, I actually label them on the back side so I always know what they are because a lot of these will look the same. There's your cinnamon right there.
Oh, cinnamon, there's the cinnamon. You're gonna put that in now.
Okay, well, do you want to write a little bit here?
No, go ahead, because it doesn't matter what.
Yeah, because I know you're going to do 3 cups and 3 cups. So.
That's right.
And boom. Yeah, that 3 works. By the way, I did some counts on these. Look at this. This is what I got going on here.
Okay.
And these are actually going to go in the freezer, and we're going to freeze them while they're flat and level. It's called individual quick freeze. We've
Sure.
talked about it before. So those are going to go in the freezer here in just a bit.
And Mark, do you want to grab me a little bit more milk?
3 cups and 3 cups. We got some more.
And we can put water in it too if you want to. For somebody
Yeah.
who's on a diet with no fat, just use water.
Say when? Just like that?
Almost, yeah.
Almost when.
If I need more, there you go.
Yeah, we can
Loving
do that.
it. Okay. Actually, that probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to have less in there because we're going to put some apples.
I better make sure I don't have any waffles in here. Have you ever done that? I've done that where, you know, because you're running
Whoops.
3 waffles here, and I've done that, and all of a sudden I'm smelling something, and it's like, uh-oh, I still got a waffle in there somewhere, so.
All right, I put in my vanilla. I'm going to put
Apples.
in my salt. Yeah, apples. And Mark, if this is just a little too wet, then we can just put some more oats in it. That's a great thing about it, you know. There is my sweetener, my dates.
Oh, use them all. Yeah, let's finish that one up.
Oh, here, throw it over there in the trash.
Okay.
I want my flax seed.
We are actually extremely organized in the kitchen, and we complement each other in so many ways. And
we do.
man, when we're getting things accomplished in the kitchen, that's a thickening agent too. So.
It is. It really makes it nice. Okay. And then we're just going to blend that.
I thought you wanted raisins in it. What are you doing?
I'm not going to put the raisins in until after I'm done.
Oh, okay. So you'll see the whole raisins then.
You're going to see the whole
You can
raisin.
chop some up for flavor
You
or
could.
for
You could.
sweetness, but
Sure.
okay.
Now the reason why that sounds like you've got glass in there is because of the dates. You can soak the dates prior to when you put them in your mixer if you do not have a Vitamix, but it doesn't matter in here.
Looks a little thin. You still want me to try it?
You know what? I can go ahead and put a few more oats in it,
Because
but
you know it's going to thicken up in like
it's
30
going to
seconds.
thicken up a little bit.
Can you put whole oats in there?
Yeah,
I wonder.
sure. I put them in all the time.
And then
Go
you'd
ahead
have
and blend that. I'm
whole
going
oat
to blend
flakes.
that a little bit more.
You'd have some whole oat flakes in there.
I wonder. I wonder.
Yeah.
How's that look?
Much better.
All right.
The whole thing with the thinner batter versus the thinner batter is that it's just going to take longer to cook.
That's it.
If you have too thin of a batter, it's just going to take, yeah.
Oh, I didn't give you the raisins.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, we've got these two going on.
Apple raisin.
If you're allergic to raisins, we had a couple special customers over here that were specifically allergic to raisins, and that's why we did that. All right, and these you just want to mix in.
Yeah, I just want to mix those in.
Can you do
You
nuts
can put
that
nuts
way too?
in here. Let's put some pecan. No, you grabbed the pecans. This is so funny. Put a little more. Goodness.
Amen.
Our mothers and fathers knew each other. They had to.
Yeah, Adam and Eve.
Yes.
Okay, let me spray
Spray
this
it.
one. No, I didn't spray that one down. So, and we're gonna, because this might be a little chunky, a little more of a challenge to get it in here.
Right.
And hopefully this will close okay. Because those are bigger chunks of.
You could. I like small raisins. It's hard to find them.
Okay, and we'll
They're in. We're
come
in.
back when we get all this
And
cleaned
we're
up.
going to keep on going, and we'll be back. I'm going to clean up a little bit.
Okay, I just heard it. Let's see if. Ooh,
Ooh,
my.
that looks nice. Beautiful.
There you go.
I could eat it just like this. You know what,
Yeah.
Mark? I don't know if the people who are viewing out there realize, but we do not add oil or a fat except for a natural fat to these. There might be some fat in the almonds, there might be some fat in some of the soy, but we're
And
not
just a little
putting
spraying
butter.
for the sticking.
Right,
Yeah.
right. We're not doing that with these.
But very little.
And you
Okay,
know
that was
something,
good
folks?
way to
I
go.
love almond butter on my apples because I'm allergic to peanut butter. So that's why I prefer almond butter.
Yeah, you'll see those little black areas too, and I think that's kind of the raisins
The
that are coming
raisins.
through. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. And that one's still got a minute to go. So, boom. Look at you getting all fancy.
I am. Now, Mark, do you have just a little bit of cinnamon there for me? Maybe?
I do. Right there. You want it right, a sprinkle, huh?
Just sprinkle it on there. Beautiful. How natural. Is that not just plain, as you simplicity, but yet gorgeous?
Wow.
Ah, we're
That's
almost
my
done
other
with
one.
another
Yeah.
one. So,
There you go.
we're finishing up with this, but don't you have another one coming up?
I probably do. There's one in there.
There's one in
So I'll
there.
let you take a look at that. Let me
Okay.
plop this baby up here. I think we're running out of room. We've got so many things going on here. And we're going to use, here's a different one for you. Check this out. I'm going to use this pineapple. Let's get a stir on that.
Oh,
And we'll add some pineapple in here.
yes. Tropical breeze, you should call this one.
Oh, there we go. It is now named. So we're going to do 3 cups of that.
And let me pour your
3 cups of that.
There you go, Mark.
And of course, for tropical, I'm going to hit the
Coconut
palm
sugar.
sugar. Right.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, look how dark this is. Has anybody ever seen palm sugar? Look at that.
That smells so good.
Oops. Now that's a lot of sugar.
That's a lot of sugar.
Yeah. Don't try this at home, kids. Anything tropical over here? We got some orange,
Yeah, you can put a little
which would
orange in
give it
there.
a nice tropical little scent to it.
What else is in there?
And butter
Coconut.
flavor. Oh, if we have coconut, that'd be
Right
awesome.
there.
Here's lemon.
Right here's coconut.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh.
Yeah. And then
Okay, you like coconut, don't
I
you?
love coconut. But you know, if you don't like it, don't put it in. That's
Yeah.
simple.
A little lemon.
And then pineapple.
I put some in there already on the bottom.
Oh, you already did.
Boom.
Okay.
So, anything else we're missing? Salt?
What about flaxseed and salt?
Salt. A little flaxseed just because it's good for you. What do you
is
get out of that flaxseed, huh? Tell
You
me.
know, it's like an egg, really. So whenever you're putting in there, that's your omega.
Omega-3s?
That's
Yep.
your omega-3.
Okay, and we'll just give this a spin. I think that one might be ready too.
I've been checking it.
should I add a little more? Looks a little thin, doesn't it?
I'd put a little bit more in. It is going to thicken up, but you had pineapple, the pineapple juice, a lot of liquids in there
That's
for your
why
flavoring.
I'm adding. Yeah, that's why I'm having to add.
But you are going to put coconut in afterwards, aren't you?
That sounds really good. That's better, huh?
That is better.
Okay. I
I
like
can
your
tell
idea.
by the way I heard it.
I like your idea.
Yep.
Want the
Go for it.
coconut right in there?
Right inside.
Couple scoops?
Couple
Should do.
scoops.
Okay. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see what we've got here.
Oh yeah.
And I'll get these babies. You got them all cleared out? Yep.
I do.
And give it a quick spray.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's good. I can tell the consistency's right.
And like I said, you don't have to spray it every time, but I'm so used to those commercial ones that I've just learned the hard way.
And another thing that you use is the sesame seeds, Mark. I've used that before too.
Okay. So we'll give these a whirl and come back and take a look at what they look like, huh?
We'll be right back.
All right, you ready to see this? Want to see what it
am.
looks like?
Wow, you know, Mark, that is here.
I
Here.
think it's ready. I know, my hands are pretty good at doing that. Look at that. Can you smell it?
I can't. You know what? You guys, smell-o-vision should be coming out pretty soon. But you can smell the coconut and the pineapple
Absolutely.
in there.
Yep, you sure can.
And you can eat this really simple. Put some fresh pineapple. Maybe if you want some coconut on it, just put some good flavors. You don't need all the sugar on it, Mark.
That's natural sugar.
That's God's
That's
God's
the sugar that's
right
good
there.
for you. But look at that. Isn't that the most amazing thing? We just showed you how to do waffles made gluten-free out of oatmeal and water or milk and
No oil,
no oil,
no butter,
no butter.
no refined sugars. We didn't
No.
use the refined
No,
sugars.
No, we didn't today.
And on top, gluten-free, you hit that one. Low sodium. There was something else.
You can
that
do
just
soy-free if you did the almond
You could
milk.
do soy-free. You
Yeah.
can do totally fat-free if you did like a rice milk or just use water like
Or like
Mark
coconut,
had used like
or the pineapple juice.
The pineapple juice, you could do that as well. There are so many variations to this. It's amazing. And you guys haven't even seen it yet. We have recipes
Yeah.
that we have done that will knock your socks off.
Yeah.
You've got to quit looking at waffles as something with just maple syrup and sugar on it in the morning for the kids, because we've even got some we've made that we're going to have out pretty soon on one of our segments that can be used as entrees. Savory.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We've got savory ones. We got ones you can make pizzas into.
Pizzas.
Just so many cool things. But this is the foundation. This is the basic
It is.
learning tool.
It is. And look here, Mark, you have this right here.
Exactly. Tropical. These are frozen. See, after they froze on the individual sheets,
Yes.
then you put them in the baggies, because you cannot put them in the baggies when they're hot.
Right.
They will just all smash together. But
Yeah,
these,
they won't be nice. And we lay them out and then we let them cool
Yeah.
and then put them in the bag to freeze.
Yep.
All you have to do once you've done that, pop them down in the toaster like you do your bagel toaster. You can put them in like I call them salamanders, but those
right,
little
yeah,
ovens,
exactly.
you know.
Salamander.
Yeah, quick, out the door, bam, you've got breakfast. And your wife, Brenda, she takes these with her every morning, doesn't she, Mark? And she
Pretty
eats them
much,
in
yeah,
the car
she
while
loves
she's
them.
on her way to work. Amazing.
Ooh, that is so hot.
It is.
Don't try this at home, kids.
Oh, wow, what flavor.
That has so much tropical flavor and it will blow you
Oh,
away.
it does.
So,
We have my Almond Joy. We have your original with just the
just
almond.
almonds and coconut.
This was the pumpkin.
Uh-huh.
This was the apple raisin cinnamon. This is
tropical.
the tropical. And we still have so many more, but we've
Black
only got so
bean,
much
yeah.
time, and you guys are probably sick of waffles by this time. Or you're thinking in your head, I know one they could do. They didn't think
Yeah.
about that one. Give
Let
an
us know.
email.
Yeah, send us an email. Let us know. And make sure you check out all of our other segments on waffles. And I guess we'll see you next time in the kitchen. And we're there. Hey, Mark Anthony here, and I wanted to share with you a little testimony about something that's been happening to me on the road. I did an event over in California a few years ago, and this lady and her husband came to the event, and in fact, there are two girls actually sang in church, and very overweight group, you know, and I really don't know what happens to people all the time when I leave an event. I'm there for a day or a weekend, and then I'm, you know, doing this hundreds of times a year. So I really, you know, I get a lot of emails and stuff with success stories, but a couple of years later, I run into the same lady over in another part of the country. They had moved, and she had told me that her and her husband and two girls have lost over 200 pounds. Just by, ever since they came to that meeting, just by changing their lifestyle. The biggest thing they did, they quit eating out. They used to eat out almost every meal, and they literally just quit eating out. They said, that's it, we are no longer going to these fast food restaurants, and they started eating at home. And that was, I guess, the most significant thing, and doing some walking and things. But I think the one lady herself, she had lost over 80 pounds, and just an amazing, amazing success story. It's all about taking steps. Make a commitment to change your life, and everything will change. So, amen. We'll see you next time. Just a reminder, our books are available on the website. We've got Simply Incredible, an incredible book, 400 pages, full color. Look at this thing. Just a beautiful book. Gives you a lot of insight about concepts about how to cook. And then it teaches you recipe. So that's a great book. Simply Yummy, Melody Prettyman's book is available on the website as well. Fantastic book. She's even got quite a few gluten-free items because she does celiac, and so that's available there. Vegan Simplicity, packed with recipes, that one's available there. Plus, we've got our Baby Steps to an Amazingly Healthier You DVD. This is the one I've been talking to you about, and it's finally available. This is a 4-part disc. 12 actual programs on here, and it helps show you some of the baby steps that you can do to get healthy. And sometimes that's what we have to do, is just keep taking steps one step at a time. So that's a very good one. All of it's available on the website, chefmarkanthony.com. You can also donate there. You know, our ministry survives by your contributions. And so every little nickel we can, you know, receive from you is an absolute blessing. But that is also available on the website, so check it out, and we will see you next time in the kitchen.
Hi, Melody Prettyman here with another health tip today, and you're probably thinking, garlic? Oh, Melody, I'm not one that really likes garlic. You know what? Garlic flavors your food so wonderfully. In case you haven't noticed, we like our garlic, don't we? You know what? I eat a lot of garlic. It's an antioxidant. Did you know garlic, if you eat it daily, will reduce high blood pressure? It's great for the heart, great for cholesterol. Do you know that 1 clove of garlic is only 5 calories? No fat, and it's high in vitamin C and B12. Folks, we need garlic, not only just to season our food, but we need it for our bodies. You can buy it in bulk. You can buy it already chopped, or you can buy it in whole cloves. But remember, whatever you do, eat your garlic, and you're always just one bite away from healthy living.
Hey, Mark and Melody in the kitchen again, and today we're doing something nobody has ever done in the history of the world.
We do that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the history of the world, but you know, one day Mark and I were talking about different things we want to do, segments, foods that we wanted to show you out there. We wanted to show you the different things you could do with food, and we were on the segment of waffles.
We were doing the waffle segment here.
We were doing the waffles, and we were talking because I have specific diet needs, you know, being celiac and have a problem with thyroidism, you know, losing weight, you know, and I still have a little bit of weight left to lose. But all of that combined, we were talking about the waffles and how we can make them.
It was so funny.
Healthy.
Yeah. This was like a joint collaboration.
It was.
And we're like, well, should we do this? Should we do this? And Melody said something about, why don't we just do a plain one? Because gluten-free people would just eat them plain.
Yes.
And then I said, you know, after, well, was it a day later? I said, let's make it a savory one, you know, really kick it up with some Italian flavors.
I said,
and then
let's
Melody
do a
comes
pizza.
back and says, well, why don't we do a pizza? So we're doing an actual pizza made out of waffles today.
Yeah, and I mean, you might sit there and think, but you can freeze them, you can pop them in the oven, put all your condiments and your sauce on them and eat them. You could take them with you. I mean, I think this is going to be a hit. And what I thought about too, Mark, was not only could they use it as a pizza, but they could put it in the oven like on broil and put some garlic on it and use it as a bread too.
Just a savory bread.
If you're not gluten-free, because you're celiac, if you have celiac disease, something that has this wonderful flavor that doesn't fall apart, that has some elasticity in it, you're like, wow, this is awesome. Yeah.
So get to work.
Yeah. Okay.
She gets the tough job. I get the easy job over here.
Well,
right?
we're doing the same thing as we've done with our other waffles that I'm pouring out on the countertop here, is we're doing equal parts. So I've got 3 cups of oats in here, and we're going to do 3 cups of milk. So I'll let you do that, Mark. And I want some flaxseed in here, and the reason why I'm doing the flaxseed is, you know, it's a binder, and I use it for the eggs.
Yeah. And it's good for you too.
It is good for you.
So 3 and 3.
3
we
and
got
3.
Our 3 and 3 there.
There's our 3 and 3. We're going to have to put some salt in this, so I'm going to. These oats are going to require
a little
some
more
flavor.
salt. Yeah.
They really are.
Which I actually put salt in my oatmeal. If you put just a little sprinkle of salt in oatmeal, it just makes the oatmeal pop.
Does it?
Yeah, it really enhances the flavor of the oats.
Now this is onion powder and garlic powder. And I've got a heaping tablespoon of onion powder here, and I have a tablespoon of the garlic. Now, this is nutritional yeast flakes. I'm gonna put a lot in there. I'm gonna try that. That's probably about 1/3 cup. I wanna use my spices. Mark, you're gonna have to open those. You always do, these are on so tight.
Basil.
Basil, oregano.
Here's the oregano and basil.
Here's some parsley.
And this is actually the ground thyme.
That's the ground thyme.
Yeah, do you want just a little shot of that?
I want just a little shot of that, and I'm going to save
About like
these
that?
other ones for after I blend.
Because you want those flakes.
I want those flakes.
I got you.
I want those flakes. And where did I put my lid?
Right there.
There it is. There's my lid.
We've got a whole array of equipment down here, so it works pretty good for us.
I don't know what we do without that equipment. All right, I'm going to start it out slow. Already looks nice, doesn't
How's that look?
You know, Mark, because we've done so many waffles, I can really tell. I think that's good. And when in the Vitamix, when that funnel starts to get really slow, it tells me, hey, it's reached its proper consistency. Look at
Right,
this.
it almost stops.
It almost stops.
So, woo! I guess I can turn this up and give it a little spray.
Now, what I want to do here is I want to add my seasonings.
Okay, and we've got you're doing basil, oregano, and parsley on these 3. And you can probably do whatever spices you want.
Yeah,
you know,
you
I mean, isn't this great that we show you how to do the easy things and that really don't need a recipe? Of course, we do have a lot of our foods that we create have actual recipes.
Can you imagine doing this in a chipotle chili type thing and almost using it as a wrap?
Yeah, really
I mean,
kicking
serious.
it up a notch.
And I love onion.
And that's where you're going to get your savory.
That's where I'm going to get my savory at.
And of course, these are dried onions, but I think when you put it in the waffle, that's where you're going to get a little steaming action. So it's not going to be like a real crunch,
Like a crispy.
crunch. Right.
That's what we had talked
Right.
about, yeah. I want to get that down in there so I can really... I'm anxious, really anxious to see how this one comes out. All right, Mark.
You ready for me to go to town?
I think you can go to town.
All right,
now.
here we go.
You're going to smell some wonderful. Oh, did you smell that?
Not yet. I'm going to make this really perfect for you.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
Woo! All right, so what we're going to do is get a few waffles going, and then we'll come back and...
And we'll show you what we're going to do with them. So how are they doing, Mark?
We got 5 of them out of that batch.
Are you kidding? 5
Yeah,
whole
just
waffles?
to let you know. And look at these.
Yes.
There's some crispness to it. Feel it. Feel it.
Oh,
And-
you know what that probably is? What do you think? Where the onions absorb the moisture?
But now feel it after it's been out for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Liking it,
So,
it. Wow.
I think I'll give you these 2.
Those 2? That's
And
the last
That's what
one
we're
that
going to
came
make the pizzas out of.
out. Okay. Mark, I was going to say, have you tore one apart yet? Okay,
bite?
I do want to bite. Oh, man.
It has the most amazing savory flavor.
I could just, oh, well, I'm going to make a lot of these, and I'm going to be putting them in the freezer. They freeze well because we've done so many waffles, folks. You have no idea. I can just eat this.
Just oats.
And what fat's in there, Mark?
Just oats.
I just love it. We used no oil. Ooh, I love how it's going.
So here
right
we go
in
with the pizza.
Here we go with the pizza. Why not?
Okay, and I'll knock out the other one for you.
You just go right ahead.
Has anybody ever heard of a waffle pizza?
Well, they have now. What about the kids, Mark? Getting in the kitchen with mom or dad and making something like this together. Oh my goodness. What a project for the family. Mm-hmm. I am so thankful because God really uses Mark and I. He does. He puts
go.
all these wonderful recipes in our brains.
I need cheese. Where's your cheese?
I'm going to put it over the top.
No, of course, if you want the low oil, because you know this cheese has oil.
A little oil, but you could even make your own homemade cheese. Use one of our recipes that we've made with cheese. Mm-hmm. Of course, you know me, Mark. I like a lot of stuff on my pizza. Mushrooms. Look what I have
Oh,
here.
yeah, you could do anything. I mean, this would be just like, yeah, limitless. And that's all I'm doing. Put a little sprinkle on top. One of the reasons why you do pizza, where if you do the cheese on the bottom and a little bit on top, it helps hold the ingredients together. If you see commercial pizzas, that's what they do. So, okay, I'm good to go there. So, this is going to go in the oven?
It's going to go into oven.
Probably just like 15 minutes.
15, 20 minutes, because you don't have to worry about the crust
Yep.
until all your veggies have melted. Sometimes when I make homemade pizzas, I'll saute my onions, my bell peppers, and I'll have everything sauteed because basically all it needs to do is just melt the cheese.
Yeah, and let's keep it at 400 degrees like
Let's
we would
do.
a normal pizza, 425, and we'll see what it looks like.
Bring
when
it back
comes out.
and yes.
Yes. Melody, where is our pizza?
In the oven. Don't you wish we had one of those big pizza ovens?
Yeah, the brick ovens.
Yeah, the bricks.
With the cornmeal. You know, you could actually put cornmeal underneath these,
Sure you could. Oh,
and it would
yes.
simulate
Oh, it
people's
would.
illusion of thinking it came out of a brick oven.
Hot. See the steam?
But-
Hot.
Yeah, there we
Ooh,
go.
That's mine. This one's yours. I can tell.
All right, well, let me do this.
All right.
Which one do you want me to cut up?
Either,
This one?
just go for it.
So we'll go like this. Look at that too. It holds together so well. And I'm going to go right down the squares here, right where it's
Oh,
already.
wow. Scored.
Yeah, it's already done up for us. Look at that.
Yo.
Steaming hot.
You know, we tasted the waffle itself plain before we actually,
Yeah, it was good.
I mean, seriously, it is amazing the flavor that came out of it. Oh, wow. Look at this. I am so loving this, Mark. Isn't it beautiful? Are you going to put that hot thing in your
I
mouth
know,
right
it's
now?
hot.
It is hot.
And the scary part about this is
Look, I'm loving it.
the actual sauce is kind of pocketing in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say you'd really need to be careful to make sure you don't burn yourself,
Yeah,
because
it's
you're
gonna
going to
be
have
hot.
pockets of hot
And
sauce.
with the cheese on top or the daya on top, it's going to hold heat as well.
Look at that, though.
Man, you could put mushrooms. You could do anything to these. See, we put the flavor in the crust, and with the flavor on top of these pizzas, these waffles, I can only imagine. I'm going to wait till it cools down a little bit.
And it's got a crunch on the bottom. Look at the browning on the bottom.
But I think that's a good idea, Mark. When we do them
turn
next
this
time,
upside
maybe
down.
put a little bit of the cornmeal down on the waffle iron and put it on top of it too to have that little effect.
But look at the bottom. See, it's not
I
even,
love it.
the sauce didn't seep through or anything.
And look how firm it is. Moms, this is something you can pack in the kids' lunch. And pennies on the dollar as to buy that junk that you get in the stores that's already prepared, that's so unhealthy for your family. I mean, this is a winner, I think.
Yeah, money back guarantee.
And you know what? I am not going to take the credit for this. Mark is not going to take the credit for this, because we give our maker the credit, because he's the
Amen.
one who impresses us to do these
And
recipes.
created everything. He's the creator of all
He's
things.
the creator of all things. And we want you to enjoy your food, eat as healthy as you possibly can, and make sure you tune in next time to watch Mark and Melody in the kitchen. Who knows what we're going to be creating, but it'll be fun and it'll be tasty.
We'll see you next time. So, what do you think?
About what?
The waffles.
They are so good, Mark. Those are the best waffles.
That was the funnest
The
segments that I've
varieties.
had to do in a long time.
I
It
know.
really is, yeah.
And you know, it was a lot.
Wait,
there
wait.
was a lot out there, but
I got an idea.
he literally just took off right in the middle of filming. I don't know whether he wants me to sit here and talk. I don't know what he's doing. Folks, seriously, this wasn't planned. He just gets up. But this is Mark and Melody. This is what we do. Okay, where's Mark? I'm going to kill him.
Hang on, Melody. I'll be there. Hang on. Wait.
Oh, you did not. You did
Yeah,
not.
I did.
I was wondering, I'm sitting here like I'm trying to entertain everybody. Do you know how hard it is to entertain somebody by yourself? What did you do?
Well, I had these in the toaster. I forgot about them.
What is that?
It was waffles. This was actually a black bean and molasses waffle there. And a lot of times what we'll do is we'll take all the little pieces and we'll just throw them in a bag. But that's a black bean and molasses.
What is this one?
It's one you made. I'm not sure. Oh, they're good.
This is the pumpkin spice. Oh,
Let me tell you,
okay.
folks.
All right.
What an easy way to get fast, healthy breakfast in the morning. Make batches of waffles, freeze them individually. That way they'll stay crisp and they don't get all smashed. And after they're frozen,
steam.
I know, I put it in the microwave. This came right out of the freezer. I put it in the microwave for 30 seconds and then I dropped it in the toaster and flipped it around and boom, it's done.
Yeah, you seen how long he was gone. I mean, literally, I entertained you here doing
Yeah,
nothing.
1 minute.
And we don't have any syrup on them. Oh, this is like a dessert to me. This is amazing.
It's really good.
This is really good. All of them were good.
So you guys will be able to come up with lots of varieties of creating your own waffles.
Oh, do us a favor. Come up with some different varieties that Mark and I didn't think about.
Oh, send them to us.
Send them over to us, and we'll air them, and we'll talk about you sending over the recipe.
Melody's crazy.
She is.
I'm crazy. I want to see how crazy you are.
So that's crazy, crazy, and crazier.
So what's if you were to give them the basic recipe of what the ratios are, what would that be?
Well, equal parts of your oat to your liquid. Whether you're using a fruit juice, whether you're using a milk of some kind like a non-dairy milk, or water, whatever is your choice. So whatever liquid, if you have 2 cups, you're going to have 2 cups of the oats. That's what we use. And
I'm just keeping her busy talking.
I know what he's doing now. You did that.
Keep busy eating. No.
That is wrong.
Do you have any other great
You punked
ideas
me.
for waffles?
Yes, I do.
Busted.
We even eat all this stuff.
But these are really that good. And in fact, here's what happened. This is the funny part. I started making some waffles for my wife so she'd have them to just grab and go to work. And we had a couple different varieties.
You left on the
I
road,
leave town.
and I come in.
Come back, and she's got waffle with like 5, 6 different recipes.
All written down.
While I was on the road, I actually had created half a dozen recipes that I was ready to experiment with. So we've got a whole array of really fabulous waffle recipes, and we'll be sharing those with you on the websites, on the YouTube. By all means, get on that YouTube channel and be. You just grabbed another piece. It's like, whoo, they disappear. They disappear extremely fast.
And they're so, Amar, I'm just, I could leave, when I leave and go out of town, are you going to take a bunch of these, put in your freezer in your camper?
As much room as I have. Yeah, I've got a small freezer, but
Wow.
So I'll miss these on the road. But, there you go. That's our waffle program. Thank you all for tuning in. By all means, share these with your friends and family and help them get healthy. And that's what we're here for. We have a passion to help you live a healthier, more vibrant life. So we'll see you next time on The Whole Message.
Online.